Hey, good afternoon or good evening, early evening. Welcome to Keykey's Doorway. We're going live. Let's see if anyone is going to be responding. Let me know. Let me know. All right. So let's see who I'm going to start reading for. Let's see what sign. If y'all are in Kiki's Doorway live chat or live reading, hey Mimi, how you doing? Can you press the like button so I know that you are here? I see somebody here. Okay. All right. Ask a question and I'll definitely answer for you. You want to use, I have, today I'm going to be using the angel cards like I've been using by Dora and Virtue. And the past life oracle cards that I've been using since May of this year by Dorian Virtue and Brian L. West. So let's get it started. I'm so excited. I'm just now learning this, so this is so fun. I'm so happy that I have someone here with me. Okay, so let me know which one you want me to use, the angel one or the past life to start off. Let's see. While you get in your okay, let me see. I think it shows something. Patience, but I'm paying for. Okay. Facials. So is your occupation dealing with facials like cosmopolitists or people that are into beauty? Okay, so skincare. Oh, and it's so funny because I am also into skincare myself. I am doing shea butter for people with eczema or mixed skin. So yes, you definitely know. Let's see. So so your question is, will you get a new instructor? And it's funny. I make mango butter shea butter, lemongrass shea butter. Those are the 2 cents so far, and I put a lot of herbs and teas in it. So when I was talking about the medicine man and medicine woman for Tauruses, and I think was it Aquarius, but yeah. Well, if you're still doing well, keep doing it because it's going to lead you to the path that you're going on. But let's do, since you said that the past instructor, I'm gonna do the angel card first. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. Okay, so for the question that you were asking about your instructor of getting a new one, the card that popped out was the Knight of Air, Knight of Earth or Knight of Air. I guess you had to use your communication skills when it came to being diplomatic with this teacher, especially when it came to like tests and everything. So, and that could be a doozy. I had teachers like that. Loyal, dedicated, honorable, kind. Time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. So, like we were talking about, do what you have to do Mimi, right? When it comes to the skincare and your program that you're under, because it is going to give you abundance. Night of Earth is you have to take your time. Whenever the instructor is getting on your nerves, I notice for me, it's because they see something in me that is better than the performance I'm showing, or sometimes they just kind of get a little envious of you because you're a student and you might know a little bit more than what they can actually say in the class. Like, based on how I'm feeling, you might know a lot more of the basics of how to really heal the skin from the root out. So you can be the next person that will branch and actually become even bigger than what the teacher might think. And it's funny because it's good that you went into skincare for allergies, because allergies are becoming the main key factor in our civilization, our society. Our diet has changed, our environment has changed. We're constantly getting different dust particles. How we relieve stress can also trigger skin reactions, especially since you're into skincare. You definitely know about how DNA or blood types, even genetics, play a key factor in a person's skin. Like for me, I had to find out I'm A positive. So at times when I would used to eat meat a lot, I noticed it would get stuck in my teeth. And I'm like, why I get stuck in my teeth? Because I have flat teeth. And then I realized when I went to the doctor, it was like, oh, you're supposed to eat more fruits and vegetables than meat. So I end up doing that. So when I was doing a reading for Capricorns and they were talking about, and the reading was discussing about health, I totally understood. And I just came from the doctor yesterday, and I was 184 pounds last year. Now this year, I'm 148. So changing the diet does change a lot physically and in the skin. And from you going in this direction, keep at it. I'm telling you, keep at it. Let's see. Ah, yo, straight up. I felt that because I was like, yo, the only time we get irritated with an instructor is when we do know more than what they're saying. So then when we give little hints like, oh, you mean this, right? And they look like, how you know you supposed to be just a student? Don't they say a student can become a teacher and a teacher can become a student, right? I do recall that. But teachers get it twisted. They just feel teacher stays a teacher and the student stays a student. Then how you gonna get paid? How you gonna get paid? But see, and that's funny. He might not have the but job experience, but maybe in his personal, he probably does. So it's like, uh, which one is better? And it's funny because don't we live in a society where back in the day they used to say that education is key to get a job, but in the 90s, I found out that usually it was based on the personal experience or the connections you had with somebody that in a job you wanted. So don't you worry, Mimi. You gonna get your paper. You gonna get your paper. Let's see what the past life does say about this though. Now remember, it says stay loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. I know at times it's gonna feel like you want to say something real smart and slick to the point where even your slickness is so smart that the only way the instructor can really get back at you is through your grades, and you can't afford that. So act dedicated, honorable, and kind. Do exactly what you're supposed to do in that classroom. And if you're really looking for another instructor, try going to a salon that you always wanted to like literally work at and see if you can what do they call it? You can be an apprentice there. So that way you're getting your personal experience and a new instructor, most likely a mentor. Your mentor, if you do that, might be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, because we're very level-headed and we like to get the job done and we all about beauty. I'm a Taurus, so I'm all about beauty. I like that. Look. Trying to get it together. I'm trying to get it together. Look at that. See? Everything's snagging on me. Yeah, trying to get it together. Now, mind you, I have eczema, and my hands was a lot worse until I started making shea butters. with herbs and whatever you're doing, keep at it, Mimi. I'm so serious. Like, keep at it because you never know. You might have an invention right now that, or a technique right now that if you was an apprentice at a skincare uh, store, saloon, um, even malls, places that do have skin care treatments, even try that and see if you can be apprentice. Because you're in school, you could use that you're in school right now. So even internships, now they have paid internships if you're really looking to get some money right now. Ah, or apprenticeship while in school. Oh, apprentice while in school or instead of school. No, still go to school because you're going to need something. You're going to need a receipt. So when you go to ask for apprenticeship, they're going to say, are you doing anything that is in this field? And then you can say, yes, I'm going to school for it. And this is the school I'm at. It's like if you had to do a resume right now, which is a great idea, do like a blueprint resume. Like, you know how you write down your resume before you actually type it out? Write down your resume with your school. Like, imagine that you already graduated or you are in school. You could put that as what they call it, skills and abilities, or you could put that in the top of the resume, like, oh, I'm in school for this. This is the school I'm going for. This is the curriculum major I'm going for. And you could put from the time you start to present. So that way they could see that you're still in that school. So that way when they ask for you to be an apprenticeship, you can actually plan what days and what hour or hours you want to do. So that way it still works in your court. You still go to school and you could apprentice is not a whole day. You could do, or if you do a whole day, you could do once a week. Apprentice is all about your schedule. It's not about the place you're going for a schedule all only. It's also your schedule too. So definitely check that out. He was like, okay, I'm a healer, so I used to make waxing less pain. Oh, really? I want to get a wax so bad, but I get nervous, and then my hair I can't like always shave without getting the hair bumps. So I just let it grow, and that's that ain't right. Eventually, got to trim or do something, right? I'm trying to be Eve up in here, trying to keep it bushy, but it's clean though. It's clean. But I always wanted to do a wax, but my thing was the pain. So, girl, if you make that, so I used to make wax, remake the waxing and make it as a product. You could sell it on Etsy. That's what I had to do with my product. Like, I did a workshop, and then a free workshop, and that free workshop got me to do a free account because Etsy is a free account, and it was like a step by step because I'm a tourist. So sometimes I'm just now learning technology. I was the same, so sometimes I need a step by step with somebody human along with me for the ride. But yeah, put your waxing on Etsy. Even going to the skin places and letting them see your product. Um, but definitely do an Etsy account so that way they can order it from you, and that way you could do like a certain amount of inventory. Like, say for instance, you can only do like 10 jars this time, so give them 10 jars, and then by that time you could actually have your account rolling, so they could get a percentage, or you could sell it to them directly with a percentage, right? So hey Heather, how you doing? How you doing? He's I'm positive. We are. We've been in. You see anyone coming near me? Yeah, Mimi, do that waxing. Go definitely. Amazon has really good storage containers for a really good price. Like the highest is what, $10, and they give you like eight, something of that nature. So definitely put your wax on to Etsy, and definitely go to skincare places that you would definitely want to work at, and do apprenticeship while in school, boo boo, while in school, because you want to have while in school, those curriculums, even though the teacher might not make sense at times, the curriculum does that you could still use it outside and make abundance with it. Okay. All right. Now, let's I'm also going to do your past life when it comes to the instructor, okay? And then I'm gonna go to Heather. I haven't felt. Hey Heather, hey, how you doing? Welcome to Kiki's Doorway. All right, hold on. I'm going to do Mimi's past life because you know how school is, Heather, and you get an instructor that's not on part with where your mind is, which you trying to get right to graduate. All right, what is Mimi's past life when it comes to her direction in skincare? What is Mimi's past life to connection to skincare? Okay. What is Mimi's past life? What is Mimi's past life? Okay. Yeah. Now this is interesting. Mimi, your skincare connection is when it comes to wars and battles. Now, I thought this was interesting because whenever is a war or a battle, like the best way I could describe it is, you know how when you see in a boxing ring, when you see two opponents fighting, right? Like that hit of the weapon, which in this case is an outside weapon, but in boxing is your actual hands, right? When people get injured, what happens? They can either get sick because the wound is exposed to an outside element and the lack of health remedies. So they would need someone like you, Mimi, to actually be healed. I wouldn't be surprised that your skincare in your past life connected you to being a nurse for the soldiers. And you notice how you had to adapt to any wounds and scars that came across when it came across conflict to the body. So again, your skincare is going to help a lot of people in so many areas of life that you might not even think of. You might just think, oh, this to heal somebody's skin and or just to make somebody feel like how they feel on the inside, which is beautiful. Well, sometimes people in combat need skincare to re-heal their skin because they do have a regular life outside of combat. Um, even for people that with say for instance they lost a lot of weight or chemo, like, and they want to feel beautiful again on the outside, even though on the inside they feel good. Your skincare remedies will not only help heal people on the outside, but it will make them relook on the beauty within. So I hope I answer your question, Mimi. Wax goes right into skin products because you got to remember, Mimi, wax is connected to the skin. You have to put the wax on the skin. So that is a part of your collection. You can even put hair, even when you do eyebrows, that's removal of hair, right? So again, you can use your waxing into um, excess hair removal, and it's good for people that have also cysts because some people that have cysts, the only reason why it comes out is because the razors hit their skin too harshly and it causes the bumps to come out, which causes a pimple, which causes the cyst. So you are helping more than you realize, okay? Even if you want to do hair products as well along with the skin, let the waxing be an introduction because that's something you already did. But if you have other things in line, put that on there. That's a part of a collection. You're creating your very own collection, Mimi. So keep at it, girl. Keep at it. Keep at it. Well, I hope if Mimi is a girl, I hope I'm saying it right. A man. You, you never know. But Mimi, keep at it. Okay, hey girl, hey Heather. I didn't forget about you. I didn't forget about you. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Thank you for being patient with me, Heather. Keep trying. Just like when you did with the waxing Mimi, do it with the mango buddy. It's just like a scientist or an alchemist, right? Alchemist later on became a scientist. That's where we got the term, right? So, or a chemist. Um, you had to measure like trial and error, like test yourself out. That's the cool thing about creating. You can document how much of what you put into it and the results. So then take pictures of what happens when you mix this with this to make that. And then you can see the difference in how it felt and everything. Okay. Oh, okay. So you go, all right, maybe I just want to make sure. Just want to make sure. I don't want to disrespect out here. Look, I don't want to disrespect. My whole goal in Keykey's doorway is to connect and understand people through the zodiac, because for a long time I understood people, but not to a degree where I could forgive and just love them for who they are unconditionally without feeling like I always had to like guide them and hold their hand, because sometimes holding their hand too much can cripple a person. So this year I had to learn how to balance that out, and the only way I learned how to balance that out, honestly, is through Keykey's Doorway YouTube channel being created. So it's really you guys that's helping me and guiding me, and I'm forever grateful. I'm trying my best to learn more about technology so I can get it right. And again, I'm 34, so because of you guys, you're helping me to push myself to want to learn something that at one point I didn't even want to learn. I'm like, what's the point of learning technology? I see why. Yes, you can find a mentor, Mimi. You got so many skincare places, so many shops, and so many avenues that while you're in school, they like that. They like that you have some type of background. So let's get to Heather, because I don't want to keep her waiting too long. Okay. Because I seen a soul connection with Heather. So let's see how this is going to go. Okay, I got to go back. Yeah, twin flames is interesting. I had a twin flame, Heather, and I was around him for like 5 years, and he taught me how. He used to call me mystical and magical. And in the reading for the Taurus for July 19th, I mentioned his name. The person I was dating, his name was Mark, and it's funny because the connection of Cleopatra with Mark Anthony, and he had similar traits to Mark Anthony, but and his drive was so on point with mine that I'm like, oh, this is going to be the one. But sometimes twin flames are there to teach us a lesson than to be with us. Like, yes, we're supposed to have a relationship with them, even an intimate relationship with them, but at the same time, it's supposed to teach us how to love somebody unconditionally, even if we're not with them. So even when we decide to go back to them, we know like, oh, okay, this is why I had to meet this person. Because when I met that person, I didn't want to do anything with the arts, because after my mom passed, it was hard for me to find a way to do things for me that I enjoyed without feeling bad about it. And he was a Gemini. He is a Gemini. So you can imagine his mouth at times where he see potential. He like, okay, he will egg me on. I'm telling you, he got me to do background singing. 2 years ago, he got me to start writing music. He got me so mad based on him calling me mystical magical that I had to show him that I do tarot card reading. After that, it was all she wrote. He like, oh, you a Scorpio then? I'm like, yeah, that is my opposite sign. Taurus opposite sign is Scorpio. Gemini opposite sign is Sagittarius. So I wouldn't be surprised if you have a fire sign near you, Miss Heather. Okay. So let's see. Well, let me go back so I can see the question, Miss Heather. Ah, Leo. Okay. Okay. Do I see anyone coming to you? Okay, let's see. Gonna use the angel cards on this one, Heather. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What does Heather have coming to her romantically? Ooh, okay. Okay, hold on, hold on. Okay. All right. Heather, what's coming your way is a Virgo and Number 9, Sagittarius. So someone that has fire in their chart, but is very level headed. Because the Hermit is under the Virgo. And Virgos, I have a Virgo friend. My Virgo friend, she's very level headed. They all about family. They all about community. They definitely are into the arts. Very compassionate, adventurous, outgoing, and they definitely know how to make a person feel real good about themselves and sexy. So if anybody, it would be a Virgo with a Sagittarius. Number 9 is of the house of Sagittarius, which is a part of the fire sign. And Sagittarius are charming as well, and they're go getters. I mean, they're go getters. Like, when they say they're gonna do something, they're gonna do it. And to have that Virgo in them, it's like, yeah, you know, they going when they say something to you, it's gonna be on point, and it's not going to be on some BS. Spend time in a quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self discovery. So before this person comes, right, Miss Heather, you want to spend some time in quiet meditation. Um, you could even on YouTube see if they have Archangel Raziel meditation music. That's one way to start off with, to get you in that mind state. So when you are thinking about a soulmate or a twin flame, what kind of qualities and traits do you or would you like in that person? When you do that, that's why you need that quiet time. Because when I had to do this actually a couple of days ago before I even did the readings, for on Thursday. I think I did the readings on Thursday. The day before, I had to really meditate because in my personal life, I had to actually let someone that I care about know my true feelings and my true intentions. And even though they care about me and they feel very passionate about me, they're still going through their life cycle. So they didn't want that person didn't want to tell me a lie and say, "Oh, I want to be with you," when their energy and their heart is trying to get their life in order first. So rather than see it as a rejection, because rejection for a Taurus can be interesting. We take it literally. Like, we think if you tell us no, we're thinking no based on who we are as a person. We're not taking it as, oh, you're saying no because of something that's going on in your life that's preventing you to even make any type of decision for anybody. So rather than get bent out of shape, I noticed that I spiritually started to evolve based on interacting with you guys and saying, hey, I need to start forgiving my reactions to people when they say no or when they say an answer that I felt was going to be said out of that person's mouth, but I didn't want to just because I thought my actions will be strong enough for that. But again, I had a twin flame lane mark that had to teach me that you can want that from a person, but they gotta have that life prepared for you. Okay? Let me see what Heather said. Okay, hold on, Heather. I'm trying to see where you're at. Oh, Heather asked Mimi, are you a herbalist for healing? You might want to check it out. Wow, yep, herbalist, yep. Because herbs is good for skincare. Like I was telling her earlier, Heather, I do skincare myself when it comes to skin and hair. And sometimes I have to use teas, spices, and herbs, even plants to make the product good for the person. So yeah, skin herbalist is good for that, and I wouldn't be surprised that she is Heather. But just in case, Mimi, Heather wants to know: are you a herbalist for healing? You might want to check that out. Okay, Mimi. Ah, thank you, Heather, for that. She said, "Thank you for sharing your gift with all of us. You are helping tremendously." Yo, oh my God, Goddess Heather. That's what I pray for every time I do the reading. And it's interesting because reading to me is like me performing and singing in front of people I care about and in front of people I don't know. I get this nervous sensation every time reading, but I feel so excited to connect with you guys and connect with myself even more. Like, this is something I was afraid to admit because this is connected to my spirituality. And now I feel more open to express that to people that ask me, or even if they don't, based on my conversation with them, I will mention it to them so they will feel like, oh, okay, I can see why she talks like this because she does these things too. All right. So, yes, thank you for that. He needs to. Yes, he does need Heather. He does need to think with his heart, and it's funny because the hermit is all about, and you see the lantern. And don't the lantern look like an egg, but when you look closely, it looks like the heart. Like he has his heart there, but he took it out for the moment and used it as a lantern. Like, this is gonna be my beacon, my heart, and the truth around it, and we gonna guide on this one. I got McCain just in case I gotta bop somebody over the head, just in case. I like elders that do that, for good reasons. Like, you ain't right. Let me bop you and make some sense out of you. Look, I'm an 84 baby. So elders was not a joke in my time. Like, now you don't really see them reacting like that, but it is true talk. If elders seen you acting out of line, they tell you like, hey boy, you got a good woman. You better act like you got some sense, or somebody else gonna act like they got the sense for you instead. You don't want that, do you, player? Do you want it now, player? I ain't think you do. So yes, Heather, definitely YouTube Archangel Raziel meditation music to get you in that mood. So when you do think about your twin flame or your soulmate, you want to know exactly what traits that you will tolerate and will not tolerate anymore, because the reason why you have separation is to have you play out what already happened between you two, and to see where not it went wrong, but what needed to play out for both of y'all to react a certain way. Like, I had to leave my twin flame last year. Like I just said, I was with him for 5 years. I had to actually leave him, not because he was mean or anything. He wasn't. He actually was a good guy. It's just that when it came to his gifts and talents, he wanted to hide and yet challenge my gifts and talents. Even though he respected it, he challenged it because he wasn't doing it himself. And I felt like if I showed him the things that he was telling me to do, artistically, outwardly to the world and to him, that it would give him the motivation to go out and do it himself. But what it caused at times is fear and doubt. So I realized, like, oh, maybe I need to just physically do me and show my talents and gifts to others, including myself. And when things are right and I'm able to forgive the whole thing, because it was a lot of emotional tug of war at times with that partner at the time, and it would hurt me because I'm like, I'm not doing anything to hurt your feelings. I'm not doing anything to make you feel doubtful on, like, you can't trust me, so why I can't get that back. And it was because deep down he even knew, and he would mention it, but I would brush it off like, oh, we are not meant to stay together too long, or oh, I'm too older for you, because he was older than me. He was like 10 years older than me. But based on how I talk, I dated people my age. I dated people older. Um, age doesn't matter to me. I don't see it like that, but I had a partner that did, and I got it now. So it is like that at moments. But yeah, he has to think with his heart. Yeah, and that's where that he's right. He's trying to be level headed, right? But it's going to teach him to be more spiritually inclined with himself, because you being his life. And it's funny because a Leo and Geminis are a good match because y'all give each other that balance of passion, and you know how to detach at the right moments. So you bring out the best in him, but at times when you bring out the best in somebody, they do need a space to show themselves that they are what you think they are and that they know they are. So when they come back to you, they gonna be like, look at me now. Look at me now. I'm doing right now. Look at me now. Look at me now. Gemini. I'm coming at you. You know what I mean? You don't want them to come at you like half, you don't want that half. Because nothing for nothing needs nothing. You gotta have something if you wanna be with me. Yeah. Nothing for nothing leaves nothing. You gotta have something If you wanna be with me, yeah. So he know he can't be coming to Gemini. You know you could chop him off with the sword. Come on now, the tarot card. You the knight of air. Y'all have the sword in the tarot card, and look what's right next to it. Justice. That was the next card that came up. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right, Heather. Stand up for your beliefs. And like you said, you know what he needs to bring out. He know what he need to bring out. Leo's is all about passion. How you not gonna bring out passion and you the heart of the people? Heart of the lion. Heart of the lion. The heart of the lion is passionate. You can't be a lion with no passion. Kind of that don't make no sense. Yeah, so yeah, Heather, you were right. Fair and just decision. Do what you know is right. Stand up for yourself. So this will require you to do that meditation. So when you act on things, it's coming from a just place. Okay, Heather? And right next to it, right underneath it, is the seven of earth. So again, we were talking about Sagittarius and Virgo, right, with the Hermit, and then that person's going to have the element of seven, which is Libra. So if the Leo was acting too logical, he at that time was probably tapping into his seven of Earth, where he was trying to balance out his emotions. Maybe before he met you, he didn't have a good grip with his emotions, so he was like, "How can I get my emotions leveled and justified?" And he most likely has a friend that is a Libra or Aquarius, and they're all about scales and stuff. So he had to tap into that, and a hermit is a Virgo. So he is not only just a Leo, he had to tap into his earth sign and his water sign. So if anything, boo boo, he's probably trying to find degrees of different elements to be that best self for you while learning who he is while doing that. Like I was mentioning in the Taurus reading, that a lot of times people will call me a Scorpio or I act just like a Gemini because how I connect history with real life situations or music or philosophies, anything that I feel at the moment makes sense to connect it to, I do that. And only times you really see that is with Geminis. And the person that I had to walk away from was a Gemini. So for him to actually tell me, like, yo, I know I'm a Gemini and I know you a Taurus because I'm May 1st. That's my birthday, May 1st. So he know I was a Taurus. He's like, wait, for a Taurus, you really act like a Gemini. And then when I would be very intuitive on things that he didn't want to tell me that I felt, that I knew he should be telling me, and I would tell him outwardly, like, yeah, I know this is da da da, right? Like a conversation. He's like, wait, how did you know that? You know, you remind me of my ex, which was a Scorpio. They very intuitive. And I'm looking at him like that is, and I had to remind him, like, you know, that's my sign, my opposite sign, right? We're not just our main sign. That's why they tell you to get your natal chart because we have so many degrees of different signs in us that depending on who we rocking with at the moment, we'll bring out certain signs to fill out if this person's a real match. So that's probably what was going on. Okay, hold on. All right, Heather, let me see what else you said. I meditate more than I read. I don't even know. I plan to see with my perfect life. No, I'm gonna go exactly. Wow. Okay, so you do the meditation. So, find other ways to. Let's see from your past. Let's see about the past life. What other ways that you can not meditate, but you know how you like astral project or when you dream, like you're putting yourself. I feel when you dream, you're going in dimensions or places that you have been before, right? And have traveled or about to go to. So let's see what your past life says about the person that's coming to you. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What romantic partner is coming? What past life wants Heather to know about her romantic partner? Ask the question. What does Heather's past life want her to know about her romantic partner? What does Heather's past life wants her to know? Oh, that's so funny. Wow. And it goes right into the Taurus. Yep, goes right into the Taurus. Okay. Heather, your past life wants you to know about your romantic partner is that your romantic partner is also just like you. You're very intuitive. You definitely are not just a Gemini. It feels like you also have Scorpio or Pisces, like Pisces in you. But the partner, romantic partner that's coming to you is a medicine man or woman. So a lot of medicine men and women are usually in the elements of Taurus, Virgos, definitely Virgos, um, Taurus, Virgos, Scorpios, Cancers, definitely, and Pisces. So when he was doing that scale, he was using the Libra, but the Libras are always the Libra is really next to the Scorpio. So Libra is number 7. The next one is 8. So remember we were seeing the 9 on a Hermit card. He's going to use from 7 to 9. Whoever this partner is, he's going to use his Sagittarius side, his Libra side, and definitely a Scorpio side. So when you were talking about that passion and that love, it's going to come through his medicine, man and woman side of himself. Yeah. Thank you. Right, he is. He is. The angels are telling you that he is being divinely guided to you. Yes, indeed, because you already intuitively know. And it's funny that when we were talking, I was just mentioning from my mind's eye about when you like astral projecting, calling in your soulmate or twin flame through dreams. Um, your soulmate might just come to you through your dreams. Or when you were asking when you were asking Mimi, is she a herbalist as well? You might run into a person that is in the herbal industry or into medicine, like a doctor, chemist, yes, or is a spiritual teacher. If not, then definitely your soulmate is going to come through your dreams. So even listening to astral projection or music that can call in your soulmate or your twin flame. So say for instance you like you said you meditate a lot, right? Start if you haven't done this yet, do it in your dreams as well. Like meditation is like really an introduction to you doing it in your dreams, because when I was a little girl I had an anger issue, and it's not like to say that I was angry at people. I was just angry at how people try to disguise their real emotions, their real self, because it's like a medicine man and woman. I seen through the false smiles, through the oh everything's fine, and I'm gonna be this so others can like me. It's like I don't like that. Like love yourself, because the people around you are gonna love you. But I used to get angry about people just being fake around me, and I'd rather just beat it out of them. So, and I was young, and my mom was like, "Nah, you can't do that." So she used to get me into listening to Mozart, classical music, and soothing music, which I found out is also good for opening up your third eye and for astral projecting. So when I would listen to music at night to calm myself down, right, or just to calm myself down, at 9 was my first time astral projecting. I actually thought I was about to die. I was like, oh no, 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 no. Because remember, I just said earlier that earlier readings that my mom passed away when 19, but when I was 7, she told me that she was going to pass away from HIV, from getting it from her husband at the time. And it hurt me, and I was like, oh, I don't want to leave my mom, and what about my 2 brothers? And Angel or something in me was like, just go to sleep, everything's going to be fine, you're not dying, you'll see what's going to happen when you go to sleep. Just go to sleep. So when I finally go to sleep, I felt my body lift out of me, and then I seen myself. And then all of a sudden, I just went blank, and I felt I went somewhere, because when I woke up, I didn't know where I went. I felt good when I woke up. I was like, okay, I ain't dead. Good, good. I did remember that part. I guess the part that I was really supposed to remember comes years later. But when I woke up, my hands was like underneath, my nails was dirty, my feet was dirty, like underneath, as if I was running or walking through something. And ever since then, I started wanting to learn about dream interpretations, which I also do, and about numerology and about names. So all these things connect. So definitely see about astral projecting and dreams, because your partner might be coming in your dreams first before they physically see you. Like you might not see their face, but you might feel their presence, or like they might take you to places in your dream where y'all could meet. That's how before I met this person that I'm talking to, for a couple months, he astral project to me, and I didn't know it. I had to like literally ask him, because when we met, I met him as a child. Like we were dating when we were teenagers, and then you know how life, separates you, and you got to learn and grow. And then he recently came back into my life, and he's a Taurus too. And I'm like, okay, why is he coming back in my life now? I'm trying to be single for a change, and boof, this person comes in my life. And then I had to admit to him, I'm like, well, I'm happy you come into my life, but I get this feeling I kind of called you in or something. He's like, yo, I've been getting that too. I feel like I called you in. He was like, I asked him how. He's like, since last year going into this year, I've been dreaming about you. I'm like, you're the guy I've been dreaming about. I never see your face, but I had that physical presence of you, and I didn't know it was you. So that's why. And we was just joking about it. Like it took us to openly admit, like, yeah, we've been astral projected this whole time. So even now, if I don't see him, I will astral project, like, yeah, what's up? Like sometimes we would be in a house, like a beautiful house. Sometimes we need a seashore, but yeah, usually your partner will come astral projecting. So yes, um, impatient. Yeah, okay. Gems can be impatient, but because y'all very intuitive, y'all know what's going to happen. So y'all like, okay, why is it not happening right now? I was an empress. Uh huh. Ah, right. Oh, courage. Where else is that? Ah. Okay. If you are, yes, you are a shaman. Okay. And this is why the card also came up. Start off with, let's see, shaman. What did I? Well, one is dreams. Start writing down your dreams when you dream, when you wake up. Write down what you remember about your dreams. It could be anything, like the what you notice a person said, why you dreamed this particular dream. Like write everything down that you remember, the location, what you were wearing, what other people were wearing, what was your position in the dream, was you an elder, was you a leader, and it doesn't have to be in a shaman clothing. It could be a dream in your real life, just in the dream, but in the situation you just happen to be the person that people come to lead, or you happen to be the person that people go to counsel. That's the way of the dream showing you that you are a shaman. Or when you have to face your fears by certain animal totems or certain things like that. That's one way. I don't know where to start. Okay, dreams. What else? If you meditate, even using incense. Like now, I use sage, um, frankenmyrrh, uh, other types, and it definitely helps with upgrades to your intuition. Like all of a sudden, like situations that probably you last year wasn't a grip on, like say for instance when you were telling your partner about what he needs to bring out of. What if the year before that you weren't a person to usually say that? Because for you to say that to him meant that you were intuitively reading him or seeing something in him, like a picture, like a movie, and you pointed out something that a viewer will only see while watching the movie. Like, hey, you know, like, right, like, you could show more passion because you seen something in him. So your intuition is on point. Uh, I would say another way to show your shaman side is shamans are great listeners. So, like any friends or family that you haven't been reached out, you haven't reached to? Hello. Oh, hi. Not for you to know. Hey, what's up? Hey, not for you to know what's going on. Yeah, I'm talking to Heather and them. Yes, you know we got the medicine woman over here. Yup. Not for you to know. Yo. Not for you to know. On this one, you should know. Heather is a shaman on this one. I was just telling her that definitely talking to friends and family, like if it could be any topic, and then ask them like, do you see me as a shaman? And they might look at you for a minute and actually tell you the truth, like, yeah, I actually do see you like this because I come to you for advice, or I come to you to like get better understanding about myself. And yeah, so definitely listening to your friends, that's another way of counseling. Motivational speaking, like when you speak to your friends, you're actually doing a mini version of motivational speaking. So whatever you say to your friends and family, that's also helping them. So Heather, go to your friends and family and ask them like everything that you do, whether it be advice that you give them, or like the adventurous side to you, like bringing them out of their shell. Ask them what traits in you that they see, both spiritually, and you'll be surprised that what they say as an answer connects you exactly to the medicine man and medicine woman. All right, let's see. Not for you to know. All right. Hello, everyone. Hope all is going well. Yep, all is going well in Keykey's doorway. Welcome to Keykey's doorway. Welcome, 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 welcome. I was about to do it. I was thinking earlier, not for you to know, to do a Gregorian chant. A Gregorian chant. In music class, we had to do that. It's like before even knowing about um, tantra or yoga. Let me say that yoga, right? Or even meditation. You know how you got to do to connect you to source, right? Well, in school we had to learn before Catholics and all the in operatic. When you go do re mi fa sol la ti do. Now imagine that in the chant. Do re mi fa sol la ti do. Is when you do that a couple of times, you actually be insane. It's like going into a trance, like they say. You forget everything around you, but you do know everything around you. It's so crazy like that. It's so crazy. Well, yeah, okay, all right, yeah, everybody's doing well. I had to just had to put it out there. Okay. All right, Heather. Yeah, I made all those comments before you pulled the cards and confirmed it, just to confirm how accurate and awesome you are. See, Gemini, you got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Oh. You got it. Gemini's got it. You got it, girl. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, this is one thing about the cards that's so cool, Heather, and not for you to know, that a card is just like a story, right? It's just a story. If you play regular cards, like remember how we play ID Clear War or Spades, depending on what card you had in your hand will determine if you're gonna win. Imagine that as a story. Each card is a player, and based on the players you got in that deck, is going to win you the game. So each story just confirms what we already consciously know. Like what I was telling Heather, like when she talks to other people, she will start to get a giggle when she finds out that a lot of her friends, family, and people that love her in so many ways will tell her like, yeah, I can see you as a shaman. Yeah, I can see you as very intuitive. Yeah, I can see you as very outgoing and witty. I'm shocked that you need to put some stuff that you be saying on audio on Amazon as a book. People are actually, a lot of authors and illustrators are Geminis. I mean, y'all the winged messenger. Come on now. Who knows the juice but a Gemini? Like, yo, guess what I heard today? Like, okay. I whirlwind. Come on, Geminis could go down to the underworld and come back alive to tell the tale. Like, yo, guess what? I seen up in there. I seen the Akashi records. It looked like a damn library. Do you know we got a library in the underground? I thought it would be dusty down there. It ain't dusty. They got that wrong. I don't know who told us this, but yeah. Yes, see, everybody wakes at a certain time. Okay, so let's go for not for you to know. I appreciate you can touch on 92685 if possible. If not, thank you for your work and energy nonetheless. Appreciate if you can touch on 92685. And what way, not for you to know, do you want me to touch on 92685? Is that a particular year? Because based on the birthday or the time that you just gave me, not for you to know, um, the number nine is a Sagittarius, right? So the person definitely has Sagittarius. They have fire. They're definitely go getters. 26 is eight. 2 plus 6 is 8. So they also have Scorpio in their chart as well. And 85, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13, 1 plus 3 is 4. They also have Cancer. So they have water in their chart, both Cancer and Scorpio. So if they have Cancer Scorpio with Sagittarius, that means they have a hint of Earth in their chart as well. So I'm going to do a past life on 92685 first, and then I'm gonna do an angel. Okay. So God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What does not for you to know past life wants her to know about 92685? What does not for you to know past life want her to know about 92685? What is the past life wants to know, wants to show for 9? Okay, that dropped out. And that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, for not for you to know. Oh, you're a Libra. Ah, this. You're Libra. Okay, and I was just talking about Scorpio and Cancer, right? Yeah, them scales. You're right. A Scorpio is right next to a Libra. A Scorpio is the eighth house. Libra is the seventh. So for Scorpio to become a Scorpio, a Libra had to be born and made for a Scorpio to know their traits. Okay, so Libras, and now this is so funny, right? You're Libra, right? Not for you to know? Okay. You are a high priestess. You- Not for you to know. Libra, which makes sense. You're a high priestess. Libra, number 7, you're next to the 8, which is Scorpio. And Scorpios are connected to high priestess. So are Libras. Libras, Scorpios, Scorpios, Virgos, Tauruses, and even Pisces and Cancers are known to be connected to the high priestess, even Leo. So if you have Leo friends, they're connected to high priestess. Like a lot of our friends, this is so funny. I did a reading for one of my friends a week ago, and this card pulled out for her, and she's a Virgo, and I kept mentioning to her in a regular conversation, like, girl, you know you're a high priestess. Like how she is creatively, I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised in your past life you were a high priestess. And she would just laugh it off like, oh no, girl, you know you the high priestess. You the one with the tarot cards and singing and all that. So I'm like, a high priestess can recognize another high priestess. It is not just one high priestess. It's so many levels of high priestess out here that when I be looking at them, I'm like, oh my God, if they only knew. Hi, Ori Ra, Ra. Oh my God, you know I like Ra. You know I like Ra. I like Aries and the Leo Ra. The which Ra is connected to is Leo and Aries, the sun god. Oh yeah. Hi, Ori Ra. But yeah, not for you to know. Yeah, you the high priestess. Um, Your past life wants you to know in your past, it's in your DNA, it's in your ancestors. I wouldn't be surprised not for you to know that it's in your family tree. Like, if I wouldn't be surprised, you're very intuitive. You can interpret dreams. When people talk, you can even tell when they about that life and when they not. You can tell from engaging to another, not for you to know, when a person's soul is light as a feather. People come to you naturally for advice and to uplift them to be their best self. So, Libra, your past life wants you to know, not for you to know, girl. You need to know this. You the high priestess. Coming from a high priestess, you a high priestess, girl. And you a Libra, y'all be tipping the scales. You know you also Anubis. Anubis is they put that soul on that scale to make sure you right. Like Jennifer Lopez says, get right, get right. Yeah, you got to get it right. Yeah, and y'all know Libras are known to get things right. Like what you coming over here for with this? You think you can tilt this to the left and it'd be all right? Oh, you think you can tilt it to the right and it'd be all right? It ain't all right till it's smack in the middle. All right, all right, alrighty then. Oh, you watched your first video? Not for you to know, and you loved it? Okay, all right, all right, all right, all right. Yes, Libras. Hmm. So hot or re now, not for you to know. Did I answer your question? Did I answer your question when it comes to 92685? I hope I'm saying it right. Let me go back. Now, yeah, 92685. I don't know what is that a reference to. Not for you to know. I don't know if that's your birthday or somebody that you care about birthday. I'm not sure. It would be very nice to know. If it's your birthday, not for you to know, that's telling you you're connected to the high priestess. Or if it's for some, yes, it is your birthday. Okay, so good. Yes, not for you to know. It is your birthday. Okay, you are the high priestess. Okay, so whatever comes your way, you got it. Whatever you feel and how to react is the right choice. Now, your high priestess side of yourself is asking you to trust that. Like, before I came on to do the live chat or the live YouTube, I always read for myself first. That's how I started. I read for myself, like what other readers would say, like do a card a day or do a couple of cards a day and see how you would read it and then go by the book. That's why you would see me read the book sometimes and sometimes I won't, because some things I intuitively know, like the high priestess, I don't have to read for that. But if you want, I'm gonna show you why. Watch this hotness right now. Because I told you I just pulled it out myself like a couple of days ago to see am I doing the right things by you guys, because I don't want to come on a channel to this make a channel. Like, I'm a Taurus. I don't like one thing I didn't like before is being in the public's eye, which is so crazy because I'm the sign of Venus. We about beauty, so anything beauty you want to look at, and I would be afraid because I didn't want to be judged for what I am. And I pushed myself this year because I told my friends that I believe in their talents and give so much that I was willing and am willing to work with them and make it into a reality. But at the time, they weren't sure about themselves doing that. So I said, okay, rather than get upset, I'm going to show them that you can do what you always believed in doing. And this is what I believe in doing. I believe in doing tarot cards. I believe in singing. I believe in dancing. I believe in the arts becoming a profession, and this is an art to me that I believe should become a profession that should be in schools, that should be in curriculum. Like, yes, we should have our academics, but we should also have spiritual curriculums as well, and other curriculums that people feel interested to learn. That's how it used to be in the ancient days. But let me read to not for you to know, okay? So you can see why I didn't want to read this, or I didn't want to read it, but I didn't feel the need to because I felt the explanation will tell you enough. But I'm just for like I do on the readings on the channel. I always give an extra example because I want people to compare not just what I'm saying, but based on what the interpretation of the person that made the card say. Does it match? You know, it's just like when you talk to your friends, what you tell them, they be like, "Yo, that's what I was thinking. Yo, how did you?" It's like you was in my brain, and it's synchronicity, like Heather was saying earlier. Synchronicity is an energy. It bounces from one brain pattern to the next. Okay, so high priestess, for not for you to know, and then I'm gonna go to also Ori. I got you, Ori. Be patient with me, Ori. I got you. This is my first time, so be patient with me. Okay, high priestess. All right, now for you to know, high priestess, you probably already know that you were a high priestess or a high priest during one or more prior lifetimes. Most people who have held these roles have a conscious sense of it. You also retain your heightened spiritual knowledge, which this card is urging you to put into greater practice. I felt that. It's time for you to reignite your spiritual powers and use it in service of your divine mission of healing, teaching, healing, teaching, and helping the world. This card urges you to release any insecurities you may have about your spiritual abilities or any fears about others knowing your beliefs. Just like what I was just mentioning a second ago. My fears was bringing out that I enjoy tarot card reading, not just to read, but to find out about myself and others. And just like reading a book, just like watching a movie or listening to music, these things outside of ourselves get us to know more about ourselves. So I hope that answered your question. Not for you to know. What about work life, love life, mainly work life? Your work life, not for you to know, is connected to your high priestess. If you're working now, use your high priestess, use your intuition. You are a great teacher. You are a great healer. You are a great listener. Public speaking, counseling, writing books, anything creative will help you on your career path. When the live is off, I'm going to put information for high priestess. Okay, not for you to know. So check an hour from now where it says key of knowledge or keys knowledge or information. Check under that and you will see information about high priestess and the influence it has on careers too. Because high priestess is not, it says spiritual, but it also mentioned occupations as healer, teacher for a reason. So yeah, um, your work life is connected to your high priestess. Is telling you to tap into that because what I've learned is I had to leave. I have a main job. I still teach. I still teach in public charters and summer schools. But my main focus is showing my spirituality and making it as a profession. So, on your spare time, find ways that you can use your high priestess side of self to make it into a profession. Like, start off as a hobby. Like, this is not a hobby. However, this is something I'm doing that is going to eventually become a career path for me. But you just have to make the steps. Hi, Jen B. Hey, what's going on? All right. I hope I answered your question. Not for you to know when it comes to your work life and love life, because your work life and love life is tied into your high priestess. If you, when you accept your high priestess side of yourself and high priest side of yourself, not for you to know, that's when your love life is going to improve. That's when your work life is going to improve. That's when you're going to start to be in love with what you do. Okay, Ori, I got you. So now, Ori, your mom was born on August 22nd. My mom was born in August 19th. That's so funny. Wow. That's what's up. Okay, 8:30. My dream is to find a new husband soon to start a new life with all happiness. Any good news, please? Okay, so let's see for Ori. Ori Ra, what's in store? All right, let's see what's in store for Ori Ra. I'm gonna use the angel cards on this one. God. Okay. Okay. Ah, wow. You know what? I'm just too okay. I'm gonna do it like this. Or you gonna love this one. When you ask the question when it comes to your love life, right, and the direction you want to go, anything new, um, anything new. Well, let's say the Queen of Earth is definitely coming your way. The Queen of Earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But I feel like a Taurus or Virgo. But then again, I cannot disregard Capricorn because Capricorn is very earthly. It comes off as a fire sign, but they're very earthly and grounded too, and very intuitive. Thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. So when it comes to your love life and work life, the person that's coming to you will probably have Earth sign in their chart, or they'll have that Earth like energy, like that very grounded, caring, thoughtful, creative side of self, and they come with bountiful blessings for you. So whatever you've been asking for or thinking about when it comes to a significant partner, like I was telling to Heather, like when you dream and you think about what kind of partner you would want to come into your world, this partner is going to come in with bounty, with care, and want to be a partner with you to manifest something greater than what they originally started with. Like when we start, for me, when I started wanting to be an entrepreneur, it made me see like the reason why I wanted to be an entrepreneur is to say, I love what I do, yes. But when I do get that loved one, then I know what I can offer to that partner. Yes, I know my partner's going to come to me with bounty and their resources and their popularity and their connections and network. But I also want to I want to bring that to the table as well. So that's the person that's going to be coming to you. And that's the person that you are, Ori Ra. We attract what we are. So you definitely are a queen of earth or king of Ori Ra, king and queen of earth. Make time for those around you. Yep. Take sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. I felt that. I felt also you exude the queen of earth as well. We are what we're going to be attracting, right? So, Ori Ra, who's coming to you is a earth sign or have earth-like qualities because that's what you bring out in the now. Hey, Jen B, I got you, okay? I'm doing Ori Ra and I'm gonna get you. I got you, okay? Hey, girl. Ow! All right. Not for you said you have given me so much insight and info to the vowel end. Oh, thank you for the energy. Thank you guys. Okay, when, huh? Okay, when. All right, now the Queen of Earth. Now, Queen of Earth is very solid. So when they make an approach, they make it direct. So what made me laugh earlier, Ori, is what comes after that is the lovers, 6. So either 6 days, within 6 days, or on the 6th of August, you will probably bump into any. I keep getting because of the number 6. Either next week, you would either be talking to somebody that you know has Earth in a chart or Virgo, and number 6 is Virgo. So it goes right. Yeah, number 6 is, yeah. 5 is Leo, 6 is Virgo. Even though the Lovers is a Gemini card, so you might also run into a Gemini as well, because the Lovers is in the house of Gemini. So you might run into a Gemini, or you have a Gemini friend that you know or that you are talking to. I'm not sure. Either way, next week, the 6th day next week, or August the 6th, or August the 6th, August the 15th, August the 24th, because I'm thinking 2 plus 4 is 6, the 6th day of August. 15, 1 plus 5 is 6. So August 6th, August 15th, August 24th, you will run into your partner or someone of a love interest. And they will have, again, earth energy and a hint of air. They will definitely have air also in a chart. Right next to that, I'm telling you, right next to that is the wheel, number 10. So when you meet this person, they'll have that essence, and earth signs do this. They have an essence of all the other elements in a chart, including Gemini as well. So when you meet this person, even on the 10th of August too, August 6th, August 10th, August 6th, August 10th, August 15th, August 28th as well. You'll be meeting your partner. So around the corner, I kept thinking 6 days later or the following month, the month of your mom's birthday, is the time where you're going to actually meet your love interest. And when you do, they come with the sun. You will like that person will ignite the sun in you. You will become the sun of their life, like the light of their life. Like you will bring in fresh air to them, and they will breathe in fresh air to you. When you see them, it will be worth that wait. Like, why I gotta wait until August? Come on, your mom's birthday. That's like your mom giving you blessings right there. Your mom is blessing you in that month. So definitely look out for that. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. That person and you, even when you're before you meet this person, work on your progress, work on your success, work on what you want to do, how you want to rock. So when they come into your life, you could just look at them like, hey, look at me. You know you want this. Because my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. So you know this, especially Leos are known for that confidence. And you want to have confidence in yourself. The 19th, that's to 19th, 20, 21, 22. That's 4 days before your mom's birthday. So on the 19th, you might run into this person. Or you might come into meetings. It's all in August. This August, you're going to meet that person. And they also might have Leo in their chart. They have definitely earth energy with air in a chart and some fire. Because air signs, opposite signs are fire signs. So this might be a Capricorn as well, or a Leo. You might meet a Leo. Yeah, you might meet a Leo, because the sun is a Leo card. And look at that, not and then right after the sun, when you meet your partner or the new love interest in August, your wish comes true. Concerns fade away. A love life. A love of life. So also love your life, because you don't want your partner to come in and you don't love your life. Then they're going to feel the need to want to make your life better, which can mess up things. So you want to have things in order before you meet your partner, okay, Ori Ra? I hope I answered your question. I hope I did. All right, Jen P. All right, Jen B. Jen B. I'm sorry, Jen. Gin and juice. Lay back. I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. I don't know. I had to think about that when I seen your main Jen B. I thought about it. Gin and juice. Ah! Okay, Ori. You are so welcome, Ori. Okay. All right, Jen B. Now's on you. Okay, so Jen B, what you want to ask me? What you want to ask? So excited. Okay, let me roll up to see if you did say anything earlier. Okay, I see you said something earlier. You're Leo Capricorn. Okay, info on the Leo Capricorn. Okay, so I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna use the angel on this one too. All right. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, what what does Jim B should know about Leo Capricorn relationships? Hello? Hey, Jim B. Okay, I got it for you, girl. I got it. Hey, Jim B. All right. Jen B, when it comes to Leo Capricorn, right? You said Leo Capricorn. Let me scroll up. Yes, Leo Capricorn. When it comes to Leo Capricorn relationship, the card that came out is Two of Fire. And if you notice, Jim B, it has both the mature side of self and the apprentice side of yourself, or the apprentice side of your partner's self. The Leo Capricorn are merging together to become one. That's why you see the dragon there. And it's an earthly dragon and two of fire. So that masculine and feminine energy is combining together as one. The masculine and feminine energies is together. You come into your own, or the partner has come into their own. New partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. So when it comes to the Leo Capricorn relationship, it's in the process of, it's like a building. You don't want to just make you don't want to have a brick and then not have it structured correctly, right? So you had to, that person had to be apprentice first. They had to know what would it take to be in a relationship with you and how to go about it, especially if it's a Capricorn, because a Capricorn is about chasing. You know, it's not about the chasing, it's about you chasing them at times. And for a Leo, that's not in their nature. It's like, what? I'm chasing you? No, 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 no. You're supposed to be chasing me. I'm a Leo. I'm the sun. If the sun literally left right now, you'd be in the dark ages, wouldn't you? I don't think you want to go there. So why you want to go and do that, huh? Hey? So why you want to go and do that? You know, that's what Gene B is like, nah. But Capricorns is like, oh, no, no, no. I've been here since Adam and Eve, baby. So I can give you what you need right now on the clock. You know what I mean? So Capricorns is not about playing them games, not unless it is supposed to be played. But when it comes to Leos, they don't play no games. So Capricorns don't play games with Leos. So they had to ignite that masculine and feminine side of themselves to be a better partner. And that's where the new partnerships and contracts is going to come into play. And when that happens, they will start to be awakened because they have Archangel Gabriel on their side. Look at things from a different perspective. And that's what I felt like when we were talking about um, how a Leo sees the topic of chasing. Like Leos don't chase. They got lioness for that. Are you insane? A Leo stays where he's supposed to into a real threat is approaching the tribe. Then they'll get up and flex. And the Capricorn is so used to going out flexing and chasing, not chasing, but claiming that they haven't experienced before that they might have to chase or they might have to show themselves to a Leo, which would make sense because y'all both fire. So why not? Fire with fire. Come on. But when that happens, when Leo and Capricorn find what makes the relationship work, then the awakening will start to begin and those new partnerships will start to make sense. So whatever you were going through, Gen B, was for a reason, because how do we know who our partner is going to be not unless we have some conflicts at the beginning, right? You don't want it to go smooth sailing at the beginning, and then when you in a relationship, that's when it gets rocky, and then you got to learn how to manage yourself with that person and how to live your life with that person. They live their life with you, and you be like, wait, we could have figured this out while we were just getting to know each other. Exactly. So Gen B, when it comes to the Leo Capricorn relationship, it will merge and have perfect harmony. It's just that the masculine and feminine side is right now joining forces. So whatever was said and done before you ask me this question. Those things had to play out for your partner to start asking themselves that question of, okay, I want to be with this person. First, why I really want to be with this person, and if I truly want to be with this person, and it's a Leo or Capricorn, what does Leos need in their lives to feel truly loved? What does a Capricorn really need in their lives to really feel love? And y'all both have one thing in common: y'all go getters. So one way that this person will come back to you will probably talk about how to merge when it comes to partnerships. Like, okay, you go to work in the daytime, I go to work at night, but we also have the weekends free. So how about this? How about we start seeing each other on the weekend, and we good? All right. So I answered everybody's question. We working together. Oh wow. Oh okay. I was so sorry. I was so loud. Oh my God, Jim B, you working together, and that's so cool. That is so good. So yeah, I mean yeah, that and it goes to show you that apprenticeship and the mature, y'all gonna go a long way, and it's gonna be new partnerships and contracts to continue to move forward. Okay, use your intuition. Use that Aries and Taurus side of yourself. Aries is, and it goes right back to the fire, that passionate, charming, go getting side, and be grounded. And trust me, your partner's going to see that and see how to work with you. All right, now. All right. We work together. Okay. Yes, they do. Not for you to know. She's like, yeah, yes, they do, girl. Yes, they do. See, come on, Libra. You know, we about the scales. And it's funny, y'all both have similar situations, so y'all gonna be fine. Y'all gonna be fine. Y'all already know. You already know. Oh wow, they work with. So, why did I feel that? Like you going through the same similar situation. So come on. Aha. Wow. Okay, Jim B. Okay, so y'all hot mess. See, and okay, if not for you to know, been telling you this, this is here to confirm. See, that's why we fam up in here. And Kiki's doorway, we fam. We come and talk together on the live stream. You know, we help each other out because honestly, the cards is just to confirm what we talking about right now. As we talking, that's what gives me the time to shuffle the cards. And everything that comes out, y'all pretty much been saying. So come on, readers. Y'all are innately readers yourselves. So y'all just making me know if I'm doing it correctly and if I'm on point. Because I don't want to be on point, else I ain't going to be on this channel. I don't need y'all coming back at me with pitchforks and stuff in ancient times. So, where am I going to go? I can't. Where am I going to go? So I got to make sure I'm right. All right? You see? And you're so welcome, Jen B. You're so welcome. I love this. Thank you guys so much. Is there any other questions you want to ask before I get off? Because I've been on for an hour 28. I haven't even noticed. I said, okay, if nobody comes on, I'm just gonna do like 30 minutes. But I'm gonna wing it and see. I had to do a Gemini move, and like I said earlier to not for you to know, and Heather. Like I was nervous to start this channel, and every time I get nervous, you get excited. So you know how it is. uh, I appreciate you guys so much. I mean, I'm happy to even have you guys on here. I'm going to make this a norm. I'm trying to figure out what days will work. Do I do live chats? I just started. I had to YouTube this to learn today how to do live on YouTube. So I did write in my notebook when I was doing the readings for you guys for this week to start learning how to do. I think it's called Super Chat, where I could respond to you guys. Do you do live chats often? This is my first time. This is my first time, and I'm so happy about it. I'm going to start doing more live chats. Uh, I'm trying to figure out what days do you think, guys, would be great to start live chats. Like I thought Friday, just because the F word, free, or Friday, Friday and free. I thought that would be a good place to start off with. But I'm thinking. Toxicating Tuesday free readings where we talk about romance and past, like we get juicy in. Like any day can be a live day. I just need to know what days you think guys will work. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, okay, we off then. He's like, I don't know about the rest of them, but I know for us it's Tuesday. Look, I would do the same thing. I ain't fronting. So okay, so Tuesdays, Thursdays. What time though? Like the time that I started, which today I started around 6 p.m. So should I start live chats at 6 p.m.? Thank you. Not for you to know. Thank you. I try to be well versed. It's funny because when I was doing the reading, a Virgo subscriber on Kiki's doorway said that I had to be more clear in speaking. Like when I was reading the interpretation in the book, I wasn't clear on certain words, and I had to mention like I have a thick tongue and I have a gap. Um, but that does not excuse me from trying my best. Now, I could say that if I was in music class, my teacher would be like, yeah, for real, I'm gonna have you sing more so you could get that clarified. So I had to go back and say, well, if I sing, then I had to pronunciate and use diction. But I be feeling like at times when I do that, I sound too uppity and sedity. But that's my view. But I noticed that me being more clear and taking my time because of how my facial, like I was just saying, the thick tongue issue. Yeah, I mean my lovers don't mind that, but I'm trying to talk. Those are our days off. Okay, so those are your days off. But okay, so what time though? What time? What time should I start on Tuesdays and Thursdays so y'all know I'm on those days? So that way everybody else that views Kiki's Doorway channel will know that we're up on those days too. Financial gain. Info on financial gain in the future. Aw. Okay. Info on financial gain for Gen B. And they felt that because the new contracts is coming in. So if it's new contracts, and that means money is in the bank for that. Okay, 2 p.m. or later either day. Okay, so I'll definitely start at 2. Thursdays and Fridays, yeah, I can start that at 2. And then on Fridays, I'll do it on this time. So these on Tuesdays, like y'all were mentioning, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I would do from 2 p.m. From 2 p.m. to 3, or from 2 p.m. to 3:30. Hi, Mimi. And oh wow, I would see. So the new contract is going to come in with bounty. It's going to come in with the financial gains that you need. Just have the patience because you're not alone. You're also going to have partners and contracts. Your thing, Gen B, is to reevaluate because we're going into retrograde in August. And retrogrades is all about looking, revising, and revisiting things that you're about to move forward in. So if you're having a stallmate or a standstill situation right now, that's the perfect time to relook at your plans and what you want to do as a contract and then solidify them even more. Like just go over them and make sure your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed. So when you move forward, you don't have to go back and do it then because that's when the pressure comes on and you don't want to have to worry about it. Okay, for financial gain, God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What does Jin Bean's finance look like? Financial direction look like? What does Jin B financial direction looks like? Just like I told your girl, not for you to know. Okay, really? All right, Jim B. Like I gotta tell you again, the sun came out. The sun will come out tomorrow. Let your bottle. I'm just. I need to stop. I'm thinking of Andy and them Oliver Twist. Just like Annie and Oliver Twist. Didn't they have a messed up situation and they got out of that, right? Yeah. And it was powerful people that both got them out of that situation. That's funny. And when it came to that new contracts, it's going to be people in high positions that's going to help you in that next phase. So when my mind's eye felt the need to tell you, definitely look over your contracts, look at everything that you need to so you can feel confident in it and you know what you want in the next move. Because you're going to be the son, 19. And that's funny. I was just telling, not for you to know, her partner is coming in also on the 19th of August. So also look out for that as well. When it comes to new contracts, when it comes to your new venture, August 19th, and it's funny, my mom's birthday is August 19th, and I was just telling, um, I think Ori Ra about that because her mom is in that same month. Yeah, like, uh, procreation is the same thing. Wow. So, yeah, this is the day before your birthday. You will get that good news on the day before your birthday or on your birthday or that same week. Happy outcome, brilliant new ideas that lead to success. Brilliant new ideas. So, right now is the perfect time to look at your ideas, which is leading you to success, and have confidence in yourself. So, when I was mentioning earlier, to just look at your contracts, go over it with the people you need to, so y'all all can feel confident in y'all next move, and what responsibilities each one is taking, which lane they have to go into, and how y'all going to report to each other. So when y'all do get these new contracts, y'all don't feel out of loop. You won't feel out of loop, because if you feel out of the loop in a contract, do not sign it. Have a lawyer or someone go over it to make sure. Okay, because this is serious to you, and I don't like when people jip people off. So fuck out of here. But yeah, definitely, if you can, go to a lawyer, have them look over the contracts for you as well, or a business advisor and have them look over it. Someone with authority that knows about business in a legit way, and have them look over it as well. This for a backup. This to say, not only do I know what I know about what I'm going to do, but I also have a lawyer to make sure that I know what I'm going to do. And it's a good thing to have somebody, because that person could be your receipt, your human receipt. Like, nah, I ordered what she just said. This is what she said. This is what she wanted, and this is what's going to happen. And they'll break down the terms that you might not know either. Yeah. So I hope I answered your question, Jim B. So you and your friend gonna have a lot of stuff pop off at the same time. That's probably why y'all close down. All right, so I'm gonna make sure that on Tuesdays and Thursdays, let me write this down. I always have my book with me when I do the readings for you guys and myself. So I can make sure that every time I read for you guys, I'm not just reading just to read. I'm also walking in the life with you, meaning every card that I put out, I'm literally trying to do so I can understand where you guys are coming from and understand where I'm coming from myself. So when I have these conversations, it's not just coming from a distant, like I just did the card for that day and that's it. Like, nah, this is why I do a week reading right now, because I'm giving myself and you guys time that everything that I put out, that y'all could physically do and try out to see if it is working for you guys like it has been working for me. Okay. Wow. Oh, so you work with a mom. Okay, so everything's gonna happen on your on not for you to know mom's birthday. That's a blessing. Like, honestly speaking, I feel like August is going to be a blessing for you guys, and I feel like it's going to be a blessing for me, because I just said, like, my mom's birthday is August 19th. She passed when I was 19, and for the past couple of years, and most recently, I have an altar for her where I give her flowers and candles. I also have I put like sage, and I talked to her and the family that passed on. This August, I'm going to do something special. I don't know what yet. I might do a live reading on my mom's birthday. I feel that's going to happen. Hello, Isaac Capricorn. Yeah, you a subscriber on Kiki's Doorway. Welcome, Isaac Capricorn. Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, I was just talking to Jim B, and not for you to know that my mom's birthday is coming up August 19th, and I'm thinking about doing a live reading then too. But as a Capricorn, I found out from the beautiful ladies in this live chat that Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm going to start doing live readings, free readings on like I'm doing now at 2 p.m. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm going to do the live readings in this month, and then on August I'll know what to do next. I'm still going to do the live readings, but I'm going to figure out what would be the next thing to do with it. Ah, you great, yeah. Yeah, you here. You in the building. You in Kiki's doorway. You at the door. You at the door before we go into the Kashi Records. You know how we do it in Kiki's doorway. We go into the Kashi Records, baby. That's all we do. Yes, hello. Yeah. Procreation in my near future. Yes. When you Jim B, when you have the sun, that's when procreation is fruitful. So look at Conjure Queen's spiritual babs and look at Conjure Queen Congure. I wonder, can I type on here? I'm still learning, guys. I'm still gonna learn this, but I could tell you Conjure Queen Queen Conjure Congure Queen Queen. Check out her spiritual baths, Jin B. Those are good for not only for beauty but to open up the womb for procreation. And why not have the sun christen that? So when it says bringing new ideas and happy outcomes, it's not just when it comes to our creativity, it's also in procreation as well. And the one that came right next to it was the three of fire. So abundance, things look very good. Have patience at this time. Make long-term goals. Like I was telling, not for you to know as well. You have to make long-term goals because right around the corner, like in August, things are going to turn around for you too. So you want to make sure that you have everything set. Like if you're looking to procreate, you want to make sure that is your root chakra healed. Is and I'm going to put that also on the playlist on Kiki's Doorway playlist. Let me write that down too. Um, Concha Queen spiritual baths, and also for procreation as well. Like rituals, like basic rituals that we do on a regular basis, like even going to the beach also helps with procreation. It gives the energy off to the water and to the ether to bring back to you um, the energy and the life force that is necessary for you to procreate. So I'm going to look at that as well for you, and I'm going to put it on Kiki's Doorway playlist, and I think it's under Keys Info. So check that out as well. I'm going to put that on there. So let me write that down. Procreation rituals, like and it's basic. Like one thing I know that she said was putting what was it? It was a particular fruit, I think a watermelon, something of that nature, into the water, something like that. But that's something simple, or taking a bath with like coconut milk or something of that. But I'm going to put that on there. Rituals. Um, and shamans. Uh huh. Yeah. So I'm writing this down. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm making sure to put that for the playlist. Okay. So right after this, I'm gonna put that on the playlist. Okay. All right, eyes of Capricorn, what's up? You're so welcome, Jim B. You're so welcome. Check that out in like 20 minutes. I'm gonna put that up there. Okay. I love bless. Okay. You can donate, guys. If you want to donate to Kiki's Doorway, you could donate to PayPal me. PayPal me dot Keykey Kiki's dot doorway. DOORWAY. So go to PayPal me Keykey's doorway. Or you could check out yeah, Keykey's doorway PayPal. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Now for you to know, I'm definitely excited to make more videos, and the more I practice, the better. Like practicing tying our shoe, brushing our teeth, and doing our hair. Practice makes perfect, right? And I love this. Just like when I practice for music, I love singing. I love practicing my scales, so I definitely got to practice my tarot. Thank you. Not for you to know. Yes. PayPal me at Keykeys KEYS dot doorway DOORWAY. Yes. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Eyes of Capricorn. Let's get to you. Let's see about your work. Okay, I'm going to use the angel cards. Eyes of Capricorn. Oh, yes, feed that baby. Feed that beautiful baby. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Talk to you later. Not for you to know. All right. I'm going to get at Eyes of Capricorn, and you are my last one, Eyes of Capricorn. Not that somebody else is in here. Okay, Eyes of Capricorn. I'm doing you right now. God, Gaia, God, Goddess. What should Eyes of Capricorn know when it comes to employment? Wow. Okay. Wow. Alrighty. Eyes of Capricorn, when it comes to your finances or your job, you are you are the emperor. Archangel Michael, you're number 4. Cancer. Number 4, Cancer. You will probably meet a Cancer, the emperor, that has emperor qualities. You already have the emperor in you. You're very strategic. You're a go-getter. You're very driven. You know how to handle any situation, and for that, you are an emperor. What's going to come to you is another emperor with Cancer in their chart. They have water elements, organization and logic, structure, structure and discipline, leadership. So yes, you're taking that leadership role, and the person that's going to come to you or have options is, if you're looking for options in work, talk to a person that you know that has Cancer in their chart. I don't know why I say that. You know how when you, for me, when I always wanted to get a job and I didn't feel like going to the internet all the time to apply for jobs only, I also talked to my friends and my mom's friends to get work. And it's funny, the ones that I talked to were always signs that I knew can get me work. Like, I'm a Taurus, so I would talk to another Taurus. Sometimes I would talk to a Capricorn, because Capricorns are good with work. Y'all are good with making money. Y'all know where the dough is. Y'all sniff it out like hound dogs. Y'all know. So the person that you should ask for opportunities or like suggestions on what's out there or what's current is a Cancer. So do you know a Cancer? Eyes of Capricorn? Oh, wow. Oh, your son's a Taurus? Oh, wow. My daughter's a Taurus, and she's very intuitive. Like, I could think of talking to her, and she could be in another room, right? Playing. And all of a sudden, she knocking on the door. She calls out for me, like, Ma. I'm like, yeah. She's like, did you call me? I was like, no. Oh, yeah, I called you, but I was talking. I was calling you in my brain. I wanted to call you, but I thought not to because I figured it out. She's like, oh, I thought I heard you call me. So she's very intuitive like me. So at times when she comes directly to me and asks me that, like, Mom, did you call me? And I say no, she looks sad. I'm like, oh, I forgot to mention. I like, oh baby, no, I didn't call you. However, you're so smart that you read my brain because I was thinking of you in my brain. So yes, you are right. I did call for you, but I was calling from in my brain, not from my mouth. She's like, oh, okay. And then she will hug me and kiss me and go, play with her toys or read her book or draw. So I'm like, okay, I just wanted her to know, like, okay, it's not in your head. You are very intuitive, very strong. Very intuitive. She's more intuitive than me at times. I was afraid of my child when I was like when she was a baby. I used to just I love her, but I was afraid of her because I knew that she was very intuitive. Like she is intuitive. Yes, see, and it goes right back. So Isaac Capricorn, Emperor is a Taurus, so they it's Earth energy here, but they're gonna have Cancer in their chart as well. So you're either gonna meet another Taurus with Cancer or water in their chart. So if you know any other Taurus that you could go to ask for like some suggestions, like, oh, I'm looking for this, or you know any offers out there right now, or based on how you know me, what should I be looking for? Because that's another thing. Like, it was positions that I got, and it was not jobs that I was even thinking about getting. I'm like, why would I want to do data entry? I don't want to do that. But then when I learned it from my mother, I'm like, oh, this is real easy. I like this. And you helping people out with their insurance so they could get in and out of the hospital without worrying about a bill. I was happy about that. And so it took me to ask my mom's friend. I think she's a Taurus too. I asked her, and she put me on. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I was making really good money to the point. I was like, should I go back to that? But I was like, no, I need to do my arts. But this is one example of asking a family, a friend, or someone that knows you, as a Capricorn, that knows your qualifications, your characteristics as a person, your job skills as it is, and how they see you work. And I'm telling you, the suggestions that they're going to give you, or even they'll probably connect you to someone that could get you that position that you're looking for. So, as a Capricorn, definitely talk to other earth signs, Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. Talk to those three earth signs. If you know any of those earth signs around you right now, ask them a question like, based on how I am as a person, what kind of field do you see me going into? Or, based on who I am, what do you think is out there right now that I can easily get into? Or can you recommend me in a position? Because a lot of people are just waiting for you to ask them, can you actually be in that position? Because they see you already qualified for the job, but they don't want to come to you like, oh, do you think you'd be interested in that? And what if you said no? Then they'd have felt bad for even offering. Or what if they talk about you to a boss, and then they came to you like, oh, I got this new position and I mentioned your name, do you think you'd be interested? And what if you said no? Then that person that they asked, which is a manager, they have to go back and say, well, that person didn't really want it. So you want to actually talk to them first, like talk to the Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn first, so they know that you're looking, because sometimes people don't know that you're looking. So I hope I answered your question. Eyes of Capricorn. I hope I answered your question, because it's coming. It's coming. Because, let's see. Got the Hermit. So that's a Virgo. So yeah, I felt that when it came to that Earth energy, a Virgo's going to come to you, spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching, self discovery. So meditate on exactly what you want to do. Okay, Isaac Capricorn? You're welcome, Isaac Capricorn. Have a wonderful day. Okay, hey, Claire O'Connor. All right, you the last one, Claire. And I'm gonna have to get off here and go to see a play soon with my brother, my Aries brother. Rah. Hi, Lulu. All right, Claire O'Connor, when it comes to college exams, let's see. I'm going to use the angel cards on this one too. All right, Claire. And hi, Lulu. So, Lulu, you're going to be my last one on the live stream, and then I'm going to go after you, Lulu, okay? All right, I hope. Thank you, Isaac Capricorn, and good luck on that. Definitely talk to people that resonate with you, Isaac Capricorn. You know what to do. All right, Claire. Hi, Lulu. Hi, Lilu. Lilu. Hi, Lilu. All right, you're going to be last one, Lilu. But before you, I got to go to Claire. I'm going to do Claire, then you. All right, Lilu? All right. Thank you for the smile. That gave me confirmation. Okay. Let's see about Claire. Let's see about Claire. Wait, hold on. Let me get this in order. God, Gaia, God, Goddess. Woo. Okay, when it comes to the college, when it comes to exams. All right. When it comes to your college exams, okay, let me make sure I'm saying this right for Claire. Hold on. Claire. College exams. When it comes to your college exams, Claire, okay, so I was correct on the college exams. You have the Four of Water. Missing an opportunity, discontentment. Hold on. I'll make sure it's clear. Discontentment or boredom. Open your eyes to possibilities. Missing opportunities. So you're about to take your exam or you just finished taking your exam, right, Claire? So if you just finished taking your exam, what if it's the test score that you were concerned about? Like, there was one time I took a music theory test and I could have sworn I was going to get a 90 and then I got a 72. And that really bothered me. So I had to go back to my exam teacher and ask, like, what got me a 72 when I felt I was going to get a 90? And I already messed up by feeling I was just going to get a 90. And everybody told me, you always want to go up in grade. So if I thought of getting a 100, then maybe I would have gotten a 90. But because I already thought of the 90, of course it's going to go lower. So it got to 72. So that also told me if I was already thinking about getting a 90, then that meant I only put 90% when it came time to study or like practice for the exam, which I had to admit to myself. So when I got to 72, I had to really see like, you know what? I really didn't put 100% in studying. I kind of waited till the last minute, or I felt like, oh, I know this, so I don't have to really go over it. And then when I try to go over it at the last minute, it was like, oh, I should have went over it the times that I had the time. So I would start to get disappointed in myself that I didn't put myself on a regimen. But with my eyes open to relook at exams made me see like, okay, obviously if this is important to me, I gotta put a certain level of attention. I can't put 90% if I want 100% back. So I had to start looking at the way I was studying or practicing the exam to better get a higher grade. And then started to talk more to my professor to see what was going to be on the exam, and even had my professor give me a pre-test, like to kind of test me on, you know how each college they have like office hours that you can go see a professor. Like I would use those hours, office hours, to talk to my professor. Okay, you're about to take the exam, right? So if you don't want to have discontentment or boredom, because boredom can be where you're practicing the same topic over and over again for the test. Whatever you need to practice for the test, do practice that. But the things that you're practicing also has a, a connection to something else. Like, for example, when I had to do the music theory test, right? I would just practice remembering the time signature, like 4/4 would be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So I would just look at the notes that can get me a 4/4 count. But then after that, I should have looked at also the other notes that can get up to a 4, like a quarter note or a half a note. So that's why I did get a 72, because I didn't look at the other connections. Like if you're going to do an exam, you look at what they're asking you to study, yes, but then those notes that you were taking, look at your notes. It will tell you other things that you might have to study, because you know how your professor will say something while lecturing and you wrote those things down. Go back and look at those things too, because it might just be on the exam. Because a lot of professors also like to put questions that they happen to mention in the classroom other than just the book too, to see if you were really paying attention. So I hope I answered your question. Because when you do that, when you do study the things that you have to, along with the things that you have taken notes on, you will become Claire the Empress. Lavish abundance, give birth to your dreams, nurture yourself and others. So, nurturing yourself also before you take the exam, like do baths, um, whatever you like to do to relax and get yourself in that mood, do that. Especially when you're studying, because when you're studying you want to have that clear mood and you want to be energized. So if it's music that you like to play while studying, put that on to keep you up and motivated and focused, so when you're looking at things, it's not like boring. Like find ways to study that's going to be fun. Putting music on, any, like if it's disco music, any type of music is good enough. um if you like scents, having incense in the house while you put it on, but music comes to mind. Okay, Claire. Thank you. All right. So now I hope, yes, I answered your question. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Music. That's what I usually do. I have to put on some music. Sometimes I'll be putting on Evanescence. I'll be putting on like rock band. I'll be putting on some wretched music at times. I'm like, you would think. I just told Claire that sometimes I listen to classical music to like get rid of my anger, and then all of a sudden my behind gotta put on um like upbeat music that gets you pumped, so I can't stay up to get pumped. Yeah. All right, so now I'm gonna go to Lilu. Hey Lilu, so what's your question, Lilu? And hi Unique, how you doing? Okay, after Unique is on, I gotta get off. So Unique, you the last one. I kept saying that. I'm gonna have to make this quick. So Lilu, I'm not gonna make it quick, but I'm going to make sure to be efficient for you guys. For Lilu and Unique, y'all the last two. Hi Champagne. I'm about to get off. I was on earlier, but I'm going to be back on Tuesday and Thursday at 2 p.m. So Champagne, hit me back. I'm gonna be live on Tuesday. This Tuesday coming up at 2 p.m. Hit me back at that time, because I gotta go with my brother to see a play in a minute, and I don't need him to get on me. He's an Aries. You know how they get when it's time to go. It's time to go. So I don't want to get on him. All right. So yes, yes, Tuesday at 2 p.m. Because I asked everybody in the live chat today what time would be best. So Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. So this Tuesday, I'm going to be doing at 2 p.m. I'll be watching out for you, Champagne. See, I'm going to put your name down so I remember, okay? Okay, Champagne C. Tuesday, Thursdays, live readings, right? At 2 p.m. I'm going to put your name down so I know to have, like, as soon as I see your name on Tuesday, I'm gonna do your reading. Okay. Thank you so much for your patience and understanding. Thank you. Okay. So I'm gonna make sure I put Champagne C for first reading. So Champagne C on Tuesday at 2 p.m. I'm gonna be looking out for you so I can do your reading first. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. So Lilu and Unique, y'all the last two. All right. So Unique, Be patient with me because I'm going to do Lilu and then I'm going to do you, okay? All right. Hi, Champagne. Yeah, I'm going to see you on Tuesday, all right? Yes. Okay, Lilu, I got you. Okay. So let's see. All right, Lilu, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to use the angel cards. Okay, make sure everything is good. All right. God, Gaia. Woo! Okay, but I'm still going to keep going. God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What should Lilu know when it comes to Gemini Capricorn relationship? What should Lilu know when it comes to Gemini Capricorn relationship? Okay, so Lilu. So Jean Warner, hey Jean. I was just telling Champagne too that I'm doing unique last. So hit me back. I'm gonna be doing live on YouTube on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2 p.m. So this Tuesday coming up, Jean, hit me back then so I could do your live free reading, okay? So this Tuesday at 2 p.m. is when I'm going to do the next live reading. I hope to see you there, Miss Jean, because I got to go. I'm putting your name down in the book so I know you'll be the second person that I'll do the free reading and then go from there. Since it's going to be a live chat anyway, I'm going to do the free reading on Tuesday. This Tuesday coming up at 2 p.m. Thank you, Jean, so much. Okay, so when it comes to Lilu and the Gemini Capricorn relationship, three cards wanted to come out. Well, the first two cards came out. Let's do those first. And then the third one came out after. Okay. So, Lilu, your card that came out when it came to Leo Capricorn relationship is the Three of Earth. I'm trying to get that to a light somewhere. Hold on. I'm going to get my light on for a second. Okay, Lilu? Hold on. Hey. Okay, I got the light on. All right. Now that's better. Okay. So the first one that came out was the Three of Earth. When it came to the Gemini Capricorn relationship, the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, be a team player. So whoever you're dealing with, and Capricorn is an earth sign. So that team player will have to be, or will most likely be, three is masculine, feminine, and spirit. So you have the masculine and the feminine, Lilu. Now, what's going to be combining to make the relationship stronger is both of your souls uniting as one. So a perfect example of that is when y'all talk and y'all talk about things like relationships or different things, like not relationships but like topics that would make a relationship, like, oh, how do you see family, how do you interact with your family, how do you interact with your mom, how do you interact with your dad. These are things anyway you want to know, Lilu, before you have the next level of relationship, because these are going to be the people that you are going to meet. Now, Lilu, if you met your partner's family, then taking it to the next level is having it where they know you are official with that person, meaning they are going to start to notice that your influence on your partner is bringing out the abundance, because Three of Earth, anything that's earth sign, is about earthly abundance, earthly material goods as well. The next card that came out for you when it comes to Gemini and Capricorn, it's the Six of Water. So memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children romanticizing the past. And I felt that like having conversations about childhood and how your partner does like interacts with his family or will give you a better understanding of what kind of dynamics you will have with that partner. So these are things that y'all would like to talk about anyway. And you can do it in a neutral manner, like, oh, like having, like opening up a discussion about your childhood memories. So that way it gives your partner an opening to talk about their childhood memories without feeling like you forcing the question on them. Or like when you asking the question rather than seem forced, and Gemini's, y'all good at this, you can communicate in a neutral manner where you can relate what your conversation is going to be with that person as like a movie or a music reference. Like, yo, have you ever, like for me, when when I used to talk to my partners or see where their head was at, I'm like, um when I used to look, how I used to look at children was like 16 candles. Because I was scared of having children. I have a daughter now, but younger, I was scared to have children. I was like, what? And I wanted to see their reaction. And some of their reactions were just like me. And it came funny because those are ones that I couldn't stay too long in a relationship because we both had something in common. We were both scared of having children. So how can I have children with somebody that's scared like me and having children? So I had to really look at myself and say, okay, what is making me scared to have children? My financial stability, is that it? Or do I want a certain type of apartment, condominium, or house? What kind of education I would want with the child? Like these are things like, do your partner look at charter schools, public schools, or private schools? You know these things when it's time for you guys to build. You'll know how to build your finances in order with their partner. You'll know exactly what kind of home and income based on the answers. Like if he's looking or at a condominium, then you know what kind of bracket of finance you will want or what kind of credit score you will want. Like these are things that will be intriguing or interesting to know. See, and okay, Lilu, so if you haven't met the family yet, this is going to be that time because it just says memories from your history or childhood, issues regarding children, romanticized. So if you want to see his family, one way to talk about it without directly asking him, but in a way you are asking him and it's a neutral question, is mentioning about your childhood. Like, oh, for me, I like every Friday. I like when my mom had me and my brothers sit and eat together or watch a movie on Fridays, and then we talk about what we learned through the movie together. Like that was a memory I would tell my partner, and then I would see what they had as a memory that they felt comfortable to share. That will actually let your partner know, like, oh, she's talking about childhood and she's talking about her family, and we haven't really talked like that in that much detail. Maybe it's the perfect time to introduce her to a family member that I trust and neutral before I show the whole family. That's how it could start too. You might end up meeting one of his friends that is connected to the family before you meet the family, which is still great because if you got the friend, oh, that's gonna be your mouthpiece for you. Trust that. Oh, since you enjoy the conversations and childhood, have you ever talked about childhood memories with him though? Do you talk about family conversations? Like, do you talk about how many? Okay, so you had. All right, so let's see what the last card was. What the last card is? Hold on, because there was one under that. I said it was three cards, right? And how long y'all been together, Miss Lilu? If you don't mind me asking. But I can say the next card for you, Lilu, is the King of Water. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected, cultured. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice, charity work, heartfelt advice. Mm. Oh, okay, so almost a year. Okay, so yeah. Um, So yeah, on the next conversation you will have with him, ask him, not ask him, but like have a conversation when it comes to his what is his best friend that is close to his family, so that way you know by name, and you know what importance this friend is to your partner. So when it ever comes time when y'all meet, you'll know exactly how to conversate with that person. But definitely mentioning like, oh, my best friend is this, and my family is connected to my friend. What about you? Is one of your friends connected to your family? So that way it gives an idea like, okay, what if he's nervous to introduce you to his family? He might want to introduce you to a close friend that is connected to the family. So that way, again, that person could be a mouthpiece for you when you're not physically there. So definitely asking about a best friend that's connected to the family, so that way you know their name, and you know what connections do they have with that partner, will make it go smoothly. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Open your heart and minds to those around you. Let's see. Four of air. Time to rest or take a vacation. Allow more time before making a decision. Meditate, provide answers. Yeah, that need to wait, because I know that I know the waiting game is always funny when it comes to relationships. It's like, when is the best time to? How long does it take before we see the family? How long does it take before I see the friend? Like, and everybody's sign is different. Like, especially if he came out of a relationship, he might want to take his time introducing you to the family. So to another person, it would seem like the person don't care and don't want a committed relationship. But it depends on the relationship that you had when y'all met in 2017. Was that person coming out of a relationship? If they was, then this is step by step process before you meet the family. So go by learning his best friend that's connected to the family. That's a good way to do it too. Yeah, because it. So yeah, it definitely feels like it to a water. A relationship that continues to grow closer. So see, I felt that it was a step by step situation. So like I said, if it was somebody else, he would have took the same length of time anyway. Because when we get out of relationships, we don't want to just go into a relationship quickly, because we know, like the relationships before this one, we have to introduce this person to our friends, to our family, and we want to make sure that they know this person's legit. Like, this ain't no hidden and credit type relationship. Like, this ain't no like waste of a time. So he wants to make sure that when he introduce you, they're not looking at you like, oh, are you just some girl that's just gonna be here for a minute and then, because no family. I didn't even like seeing that when I was younger, and I had to like meet my brother's girlfriends. I'm like, boy, don't introduce me to somebody that you ain't gonna be around too long. So then I had to apologize for that. Like, it doesn't matter if you was gonna be around that person long or not. It's a point that you're with them. I should be, I should introduce and say hello. I still did that, but when I was alone with him, I would say that, like, so that would make sense that when we have relationships, we don't want to just bring somebody we care about into the family without knowing that we made the proper steps and we gave enough length of time before we showed somebody new. It's like getting the divorce. You don't want to meet the next husband in 6 months to 3 months later. You want to wait till like a year later before you meet that next wife or husband, right? So, yeah. I hope I answered your question, Lilu. Now I'm going to go to my last one. Unique, thank you for your patience. Unique, what's your question? You welcome, Lilu. And remember, this Tuesday coming up, I'm going to do another live free reading. If you like what you heard, people were asking me in the live chat about donations. You could donate to Keykey's Doorway channel at PayPal me KEYKEYS .doorway at PayPal me. So if you're interested in that, it now you know. You too, Lilu. Have a great night. And I'm definitely going to be enjoying that play. So now, on to you, Unique. You last one. So what's up? What you got for me, Unique? And thank you, Lilu, for that. Yes, I'm gonna have a blast for time. I'm gonna get my shower on. I'm gonna smell good. Have my hair out because I have it in a twist. I'm gonna untwist my hair so it can be nice and curly. Yeah, I'm going with my brother, but I gotta look good. You know, we going out. I'm happy he wants to take me out. That's nice. He could have been up in here. You know, I still would have walked somewhere because I like taking walks, but you know. But thank you, Lilu. Have a good night too. All right, Unique. I can tell you off the bat, Miss Unique, you are developing spiritual gifts right now. I'm a Taurus, May 1st, and our opposite sign for Taurus is Scorpio. And Scorpios are the gatekeepers of the Akashi records. And they're very intuitive. Then remember, Scorpios is connected to the water, and the water is very intuitive. The moon goddess. So you are a high priestess in your own right. You're very intuitive. Oh yes, Taurus. Every sign has an opposite sign, and they're thinking the opposite sign is this to tell them the opposite of their character. Yes, that's true, but it also tells you traits that you get from your opposite sign. That's why a lot of people can't tell a Scorpio from a Taurus because we act similarly the same. The only difference is Scorpio will stand their ground in their intuition. A Taurus will stand their ground in their physical efforts and works that they have done. So if somebody says, "Oh, I need you to do that," nah, I ain't doing that. And if you ask the Taurus why, we be like, "Cause I just did that, and if I do what you asked me to do, that's gonna mess up your plans, and then I gotta start everything all over again. Sorry." Yeah. May 16, and you got the number 7, and you Libra. Libra actually helps the Scorpio out become intuitive. So yeah, you got it. But we gonna check. We gonna check. Okay, we're gonna do the angel card for you, and then I'm gonna do a past life. Since you my last one, I'm gonna do that. God, Gaia, God, Goddess. What does unique? What should unique know about her spiritual gifts? What should unique know about her spiritual gifts? Okay. What should Unique know about her spiritual gifts from her past life? What does Unique past life wants her to know about her spiritual gift? What does Unique past life want her to know about her spiritual gifts? What what part of Unique's past life? Oh, okay. Okay. So, the angel card says your spiritual gifts is connected to the world. The world. Yes, unique. Your spiritual gifts are connected to the world. You have all the 4 elements: earth, wind, air, water, fire. You have all the elements in you. That would explain why when people come to you, they notice that you're very intuitive. You know exactly the amount of nurturing, which is from the water sign. You know exactly what amount of stability from the earth sign, which is you, Taurus. You know exactly the amount of pros and cons from the air sign, Libra and Gemini. And you know how to be passionate and driven for others and yourself from the Leo, Sagittarius, and Capricorn side of yourself. Did you know, Taurus, that in the tarot card, you also the high priestess? And the high priestess is the queen of all queens in the tarot card. She's the one that has all the elements in her. She's the abundance. So if you're ever wondering about your spiritual side of self, it's connected to the empress and the high priestess. So just like I was telling, I think Ori Ra earlier, or was it, or not for me, Ori Ra, or not for me, one of them, they had the high priestess. And the high priestess is a Taurus card. It's an earth sign card. And Taurus, you are the world. That's why people are coming to you, and your spiritual gifts are going to heal and help the world. Um, I'm also going to put on a playlist. It's another reader that breaks down the gifts of a Taurus in this month. I'm going to put her reading in the playlist today, okay? So look out for that. Let me write that down. Let me write that down right now. Torrid video. Yeah, I'm gonna put that on. So check it out in the playlist, in Keykey's Doorway playlist on the channel. You'll see, and it's gonna say Taurus on there. I think the title is The Star, and the star is connected to the world as well. The star in the tarot is also a representation of the world. A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude. The path towards enlightenment. And when you do that, your past life wants you to know that you made a vow to show the world your spiritual gifts, to show the world your talents, to show the world and yourself that the spiritual abilities and gifts that you have are so needed in this world right now, in the now, that any abundance, any concerns of relationships, all those things are going to be right again once you show your spiritual side more, because these are the vows that you took. High priestess as well. I'm going to put the high priestess in, yeah, the high priestess information is going to be on Keykey's Doorway playlist, so check that out. And it is because your spirituality is connected to the vows. Whoever you meet is going to love, respect, and honor your spiritual gifts so much so that's going to bind you guys together in marriage, in a healthy marriage. I'm going through the same thing. I'm a Taurus myself, so the men that are coming in my life are a mirror image of the type of men that I would look for in a marriage. Now the question is making sure to give every man that I do interact with equal opportunity and to be honest. Like, all of them know that I'm single, that I'm trying to look for the right one that fits with me, because this is my spiritual journey and I'm not stopping for no one. So whoever's going to be in my life had to accept that I do this. I do spiritual readings, that I love spirituality, that I am a high priestess in my own right, that I love healing people and making people happy and showing their best selves and bringing out the best in themselves. That is an honor to me. And if the partner doesn't understand it, then that's really not my partner. Why? Because I made those same vows. So I hope I answered your question, Miss Unique. Yeah, the vow is definitely connected to vows is connected to spirituality and so much more. The person you're gonna meet is gonna have that same feeling and sensation that you do. All right, thank you so much. So I'm about to head on out, Miss Unique. I'm about to go to a play with my brother, see what's up. But I'll be doing live streams on Tuesday and Thursdays at 2 p.m. So this Tuesday, check out for Keykey's Doorway Live on Tuesday at 2 p.m., okay? Thank you so much. All right. Love you guys. Thank you for entering Keykey's Doorway with me. It's been an honor. I'm so happy you'll be back. So check me out on Tuesday. This Tuesday coming up at 2 p.m. I'm going to do live again. Okay? All right. Love you guys. And we will see you on the other side. Look, we burned out the flame. That's good. All right. And I got to charge my battery. I'm on 15%. This ain't even right. Okay. All right. Bye, guys.